and Jay Shetty tonight on ABC.
David Muir, the most trusted, most watched newscast in America. And now, World News Tonight has won the Emmy for Best Live News Program for the 4th year in a row.
Time and temperature, brought to you by your local Honda dealer.
America's favorite jackpot game. This is Powerball. Good evening, America. I'm Laura Johnson. Tonight, we've got another life-changing jackpot for you. It's worth an estimated $82.7 million, so get those tickets out. Let's play. That first number up is 38. Followed by the number 33. Tonight, we're going to meet Timothy, David, and Michael, who won $50,000 playing Powerball. Now for the rest of those numbers, we've got 68, 16, rounding it out with the number 3. Your Powerball number tonight, good luck, everyone, is 2, and your Power Play multiplier is 2.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 11, a global tech company is behind a $1 billion deal in Sandersville, but its name is under wraps. Why is CleanSpark's new tenant a secret? Also ahead, a triathlon coach training for next month's Ironman Augusta is recovering after an alligator bit him in the Savannah River. What do people need to know before they get back in? And South Carolina is set to choose the Republican who will run for Senate. Your news at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means. Thanks for joining us. As coverage you can count on begins with a major change coming to the Sandersville, Georgia campus of CleanSpark. The company signing a 20-year lease with a global technology company. The deal expected to bring in about $6.5 billion over the initial term. News Channel 6's Michaela Davis spoke with a representative from CleanSpark and is in the studio now. Michaela?
That's right, Brad. CleanSpark currently uses Sandsbird's site for Bitcoin mining, but that's about to change.
We are going to be building in parallel a high-performance computing data center just down the road. And as we finalize that build at the end of next year into early 2028, we're going to be taking the power that's currently running in our Bitcoin mine and migrating that power into the new data center footprint.
Sudak says the new facility is also expected to be quieter than the current operation. He says CleanSpark plans to use trees and landscaping to limit light and visual impacts, and says the facility will use a closed-loop water system.
When we fill it up originally, it's less water than an Olympic swimming pool one time. And then on an ongoing basis, it's less than 10 households worth.
One thing CleanSpark is not revealing is who will occupy the new data center.
The confidentiality that our tenant has requested is something that we respect. They've got a competitive environment that they're engaged in. They want more of these than the one that we're building in Sandersville. And so they want to have the ability to continue to execute on their own growth plans.
CleanSpark says the new data center is expected to be completed between the end of 2027, early 2028. The initial lease is for 20 years, with options that could extend the agreement another 10. Back to you, Brad.
All right, that is a big deal, Michaela. Thanks. A triathlon coach is recovering after an alligator attack in the Savannah River. Jonathan Bruni says he was training for next month's Ironman Augusta on Sunday when the gator bit his arm. The Savannah Riverkeeper says, yes, alligators are becoming more common.
When I was swimming, I knew immediately it was a gator. It hit me hard in the right side and immediately pain in the arm. So my reaction, the first thing through my mind was, I've got to get this to release. So immediately just put my hand in the water next to the arm, felt the snout, just went right up that, and then my pinky and my thumb, I just squeezed the head, squeezed the eye.
No doubt that there is a growing population of gators within the Savannah River. For sure, over the last 20 years, I think I see them more commonly than we have before. I think it's a little bit more this year because we've been in a drought situation. So a lot of the swamps that they hang out in, there's no water. So everybody's kind of concentrated down into the main river.
Bruni says the attack won't stop him from open water swimming, but he is urging athletes to be extra careful. The alligator involved in Sunday's attack has not been located. As we take a first look at our weather, hopefully cooler temps, at least a couple of degrees cooler on the way. But Jenna, what about the instincts of that guy to, in that moment, reach down, let me feel for the snout, I'm going to poke this thing's eyes until it lets go of me, and it worked.
I know. I could not imagine what I would do in that situation, Brad, and I'm thinking back to how I was in that water just a couple months ago, kind of making me a little nervous.
I'm never going back in.
Yeah, probably never again for me,
No.
me either. But right now on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam here at the station, it's a nice dry night. We had completely dry conditions today across the CSRA, so no rain on our almanac at Augusta Busch Field. Started out at 69 degrees near average, but then 5 degrees above average this afternoon with a high of 97 degrees. And our sunset today was at 8:03, but our last 8 p.m. sunset is coming our way Thursday. So that's a good indication that we're getting closer to some of those cooler temperatures as we get close to the start of fall in September. But in the meantime, typical summertime night here, temperatures are in the mid to upper 70s. The winds are starting to come in from multiple directions. So our northern counties still have a northerly wind, while our southern counties have winds out of the south. And that's why the dew points are split. So only 57 as that dew point in Lincolnton, but 72 in Sylvania. So a lot more moisture down towards the south. All of us will have clear skies with calm winds tomorrow morning with temperatures in the upper 60s. Those southern counties where we have more moisture will have a 20% chance of some isolated storms tomorrow. And then all of us in the CSRA have some higher rain chances starting on Wednesday. I'll time that out on your futurecast coming up. But back to you, Brad.
Jenna, thanks. An Augusta man is facing federal charges, including health.
And nice conditions to start the week with lower humidity, only a very low chance of rain tomorrow. But then the rain really starts to take over Wednesday through Saturday, keeping our temperatures near to below average. Now have your full Viper 6 forecast when we return.
Jimmy, what are you doing?
Sport High.
Get 2 sausage and egg biscuits for $5. Order in the app or head to Bojangles today.
It's bow time.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Nice and dry tonight as we start out with our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam in Aiken, 76 degrees. Dew points are now in the mid-60s. Winds are calm. And you can see here on satellite and radar that we have this high pressure driving in a northwest wind that is leading to the lower humidity. However, like I mentioned at the top of the show, our southern line counties still have some higher humidity due to that frontal boundary just to our south. So that's where we could see some isolated storms tomorrow afternoon. But as for tomorrow morning, if you are interested in the SpaceX Falcon 9 launch, you may want to wake up early to see it. 5:35 to 5:40 is when you need to look down towards the south to southeast. And you may even see one of those really cool space jellyfish clouds. So that'll be if this is on time tomorrow morning. So if you do see that, be sure to send us some pictures. Our temperatures tomorrow morning when you're waking up are going to be in the upper 60s to low 70s. So not too bad, not too warm. High temperatures tomorrow are going to be hot, though. We're going to be back into the mid-90s. But the heat index won't be too bad. Humidity remains on the lower side tomorrow, keeping our heat index at 100. And then even though the humidity will go up starting on Wednesday, the temperatures go down. We'll even be at 91 degrees on Friday and Saturday. So really not too bad as we wrap up the month of August. You can see those dew points will be topping off in the upper 60s tomorrow. So today we had some 50s. That will no longer be the case, but still low enough dew points to keep most of us dry. Rain chances only at 20% tomorrow, then increasing on Wednesday, and our highest rain chances will come on Thursday and Friday. So here's our futurecast. Tuesday morning will be dry. We'll see some sunshine, and then once we get to the late afternoon and early evening, the southern portion of the CSRA from around Bamberg over towards Johnson County will be watching for some hit or miss showers and storms. Now, any storms that do develop could contain some damaging wind gusts and small hail, so there is that slight threat of severe weather down there. As we get into Wednesday afternoon, a little bit more coverage here and there, expanding up towards the northern half of the CSRA as we'll have more moisture take over. So winds are coming out of the south at that point, increasing the humidity, leading to more cloud cover and these rain chances. And then on Thursday, with all of that moisture in place and this approaching system, we'll have our higher chance of rain with widespread showers expected during the afternoon and evening. And then here comes that cold front on Friday, keeping those rain chances high. Now, it does look like it could clear out by Friday night, which would be great news for the high school football games, but I'll keep you posted on that. And also something to keep in mind Thursday night into Friday is that we will have a full moon and a partial lunar eclipse. This is known as the Sturgeon moon, and there's a look at some of the times to watch. It will peak around 12 a.m. So that's very early Friday morning, around midnight. Now we will have that chance of the cloud cover though, and some showers as that event is taking off. Now our 10-day forecast showing the rain chances go down to 40% on Saturday, 30% on Sunday, and then early next week we'll be back to sunshine and it'll be dry. That's when the temperatures heat back up, 96 next Tuesday.
All right, Jenna, thank you for that. Tomorrow marks 2 weeks since devastating storms left thousands of people in Gary, Indiana without power. Indiana's governor posting on social media he's asking for a formal investigation into the utility company's preparation and storm response.
I think that's a fair request. I think as ratepayers are paying their bills, they want to know that their provider has done everything that they can to provide their reliable resources of energy. So I'm interested to see how that's going to progress and how we're going to move from here.
It's estimated more than 6,000 are struggling without power, air conditioning, or refrigeration. The Trump administration says new sanctions are coming as it looks to squeeze.
The Coffee Club on News Channel 6, sponsored by Brown Electric. The Giving Your Best Award salutes local volunteers for going above and beyond in the CSRA.
The Giving Your Best partners congratulate Meredith Gentry, who is making a difference for stray animals in the CSRA. From fostering to fundraising to organizing TNR clinics, her determination has saved many cats and dogs' lives.
Giving Your Best is brought to you by Science Co., Piedmont Augusta, Security Federal Bank, and News Channel 6.
My husband was in a pretty serious accident, which led to my husband actually passing away, which was very hard on our family.
I was 16 years old. It was incredibly traumatic.
Being able to take the burden off of you guys to handle the legal aspect at least gave you all a chance to kind of get through those first several years.
Austin and his team fought to the end. I'm so thankful that I found Austin.
If you've lost a loved one because of someone else's negligence, call Austin Jackson.
WJBF and our partners continue to champion local families through our Children First campaign. Together, we hope to strengthen our community by uplifting children across the CSRA. To learn more, visit WJBF.com/Children First.
The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
Week 2 of Football Friday Night brings some enticing matchups featuring one non-region game between two winning programs, Lincoln County and Westside. The Patriots and Red Devils will go head-to-head at the battlefield this Friday. Westside coming off a 49-0 shutout win over Josie.
I think we did a good job of just playing as a team. We have a young team, so I think it's going to be important this year that we play as a team.
Meanwhile, the Red Devil players stepping up with a statement 14-7 win over 6A Grovetown.
I think our kids, the ones that are in the captain spots, are learning to lead. They're slowly understanding that you got to serve to lead, and that's a blessing when you watch kids grasp that and understand that.
The two teams have only met 4 times, with the Red Devils leading the series 3-1. It'll be a tough test, but the Westside players are using this week as
It's a good opponent coming here to my house. I ain't gonna let nobody come to my house and keep their feet up, eat my chips in my living room. So, it's good to have somebody else come out here and try to beat me. Like, a lot of people have been down with us as a team. They're obviously a really nice team. We have the guys that come out here and win that game, so I think it's just another big stage for us to come out here.
For one Westside player, it's personal, on and off the field.
I'm home. That's where I'm from, really. So this game is personal for me. They know what it is. So, they already know it. So on the field, it's just business. At the end of the day, I still love them, but still gotta beat you.
While the Patriots are looking to defend home turf, Coach Homskis knows that Lincoln County fans will travel well.
Our community, I don't have to say anything. They're ready for football. They love Red Devil football, and they're always excited about the team we put on the field.
And that kickoff will be at 7:30 p.m. on Friday. Couple reminders here. There have been some games moved to Thursday. Warren County will travel to Johnson County. That kickoff set for 7 p.m. A non-region matchup between two rivals. The Swainsboro Tigers will travel to take on the ECI Bulldogs. That game time set for 7:30 p.m. Well, baseball season wrapping up here for the Augusta Green Jackets as they have their last homestand of the regular season. The Jackets coming off back-to-back wins on the road to close out their series against the Columbia Fireflies. Augusta now 29-24 in the Carolina League South second half standings. They're taking on the Myrtle Beach Pelicans starting tomorrow night with that first pitch set for 6:35 p.m. Well, in golf, the Augusta Jags teed off this afternoon at the Tiger Classic in Clemson. Sarah Adams was the medalist for Augusta at 5 under par. The women's team were co-champions alongside the Clemson Tigers at 3 over par. The co-champion honor was their first, Augusta's first, since the Southland Conference Championship back in 2024. So what a way for them to start off the season, Brad.
Yeah, great start indeed. Thanks, Gianna. Up next, a California artist finally fulfilling a 20-year dream using lots and lots of toothpicks. How a knee injury helped him.
During the Rooms to Go Labor Day sale, 95. Your choice only at Rooms to Go.
Here's one more look at our 10-day forecast. Another hot and mostly sunny day tomorrow, 96 in the afternoon. We'll have a 20% chance of storms in the southern portion of the CSRA, then increasing rain chances on Wednesday, starting to feel more humid, but the temperatures will go down and eventually all the way down to 91. On Friday and Saturday, highest rain chances come Thursday and Friday at 60%.
A 20-year dream finally coming true for California artist Scott Weaver. He had a knee injury, so he had a lot of downtime, and he spent 400 hours building a life-sized dolphin, wait for it, completely out of toothpicks, thousands of them. He named it Delphine, and it took first place at the Sonoma County Fair. And now that toothpick dolphin is headed to San Francisco's Exploratorium. That's their science, technology, and arts museum. And what a work of art the dolphin is, and all the things that he created with toothpicks.
Yeah, I'm really fascinated by those glasses.
Yeah, the glasses are cool.
So
yeah,
cool.
Good work there by him. And that is our report for now. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Find the best in Deacon.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors and More. Did you know we offer military discounts on all regular price products? From flooring to lighting to furniture and more, we are truly thankful for those that have served. So all active and retired military can save 10%. Whether you want to do it yourself or need our flooring specialist to handle the installation, Hardwood Floors and More is the place to call. Visit our showroom today in Evans. Hardwood Floors and More, where we have so much more in store for you.
You asked, and we delivered. Gerald Jones' Freedom to Drive event is back by popular